Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Maris and this is live series with Maris, and on these episodes we talk about life experiences and the things that we encounters in our life. So I always give my experience, and so on the comment section I always expect you to give your opinion and tell me what you think about it, and tell me if you have come across such a situation. So by the way, as for the returning subscriber, thank you so much for stopping by, and for the newcomers, welcome. This is where we get to experience all sort of things, including life experience. So thank you so much for stopping by. So today I want to talk about me working in a toxic environment. Yes, you got me right. We have all come across those toxic environment. We have worked in those toxic environments. Not only working, we have had toxic friendships, we have had a toxic relationship, we have had toxic everything. Okay, I know you have come across such as toxic, even if it's a client or something. So to me, I want to talk about my toxic relationship between me and my boss. Yes, so I was working in this place, and when I was working this, and this is just a disclaimer, I'm not here to judge somebody or whatever, and you can nikosoa hapo kwa comment section, but to me this is my opinion and everybody is entitled to their opinion. So I was working in this place, so the guy was paying me very well. We were many of us, we were working there in that place, and then at the point that I realized that this was a toxic environment, or this was a toxic working toxic place, or I don't know how to put that point, but I hope you get my point. So at the point that I got to realize this was the point, like where the boss paid me for 3 months, and then now the 4th month akaanza kucomplain, anasema ati, hey, I give you a lot of money, you have worked. This is what I did not tell him to pay that amount of money. When I went to that job, he told me this is the salary I'm not supposed to give you. So him telling me that I'm paying you a lot of money was not making sense to me. So he tells me that I'm paying a lot of money and the work is not that much, and I was like, I just let it pass. So another time he was like, he will take me to okay, maybe I'm driving with him, we are going maybe to get some stuff for work or to do some shopping for the things that we need at work, and then the guy will just take me to a hotel. Like, that was one of the hardest thing like I experienced during that time. And he just go to a hotel and tell me that now people are he was a Muslim, and tell me that now it is the prayer time, I want you to stay in this room so that I can go and pray, and then I will come and pick you. And I'm like, why can't you leave me in the car? But at first I was like, you know what, it's okay. So that was the second red flag. It was a toxic environment. So the third thing that I experienced was like I was getting an off day. Now at this point now I was not getting any off day. I was not even getting time to relax. The work was way too much. Like, you're supposed to stop working a certain period of time and start working at a certain time, and then now an extend, the salary is not increasing, so your salary still remain the same, so now he started complaining, now he started complaining, like, you can't leave the work. I was not alone, we were like around 7, but you start saying like, amjamaliza kazi, you have to finish up the work, sijui nini nini. We started understanding that, and now there was this time I just dozed off. We were in a car, we were driving to a certain state, we were going, and then all of a sudden I just fell asleep. And then he was asking, the way like you are driving in long distances, and then you just sit down and then close your eyes, and that is it, you just sleep. So I just fell asleep, and the next thing that I woke up to was a lot of noise, like him scolding me, telling me like, my work is to sleep. Of course I love sleeping, that is okay, that personally I know myself, but at this point I had not gotten any off day for the last like 6 weeks. So you can imagine how tired I was, working from Sunday to Sunday, working extra hours. Like, you're supposed to work in 8 hours, now you're working like 12 hours, you know. And so now he started scolding me, telling me like, all I do is just sleep, you know. And the others were afraid of him, so they will just, you know how this, I'm sorry to say this, but you know, if you have been employed by an Indian or let me not just say that the other people. So you understand what I mean. Ile kelele nili received that day, and I was like, seriously, ati I'm paying you for you to sleep? And I'm like, I'm in the car, we are traveling to go and work the other place that you are taking us, and yet you are telling me I should not sleep, so I should stay awake the whole time during the car that we are driving the car, so that I can get to that place and work, and I have not slept. You have slept, but I have not slept. So I felt so bad. I almost cried, but I didn't cry. So another thing that made me realize that it was a toxic environment, sometimes they will just serve food, you know, the way it is lunchtime, and then they will bring food, from the production, they will bring the food, and then they will serve you guys. By the time I'm done working in my station area, I'm coming to serve the food. The food is not there, like nimemalizwa food, and I'm supposed to work, you know. So I will ask, what about the food? And then they will just give me some, some buns, those buns that they are 10 bob, and some drink, soda or something, a Pepsi, and then they will tell you chukua hiyo ukunywe, ati sijui tomorrow you'll get food. And then it became really like a habit. Most of the time, me and two of my friends will not get the food, because sometimes the station where I'm working, I finish like 10 minutes after the others have finished in their working station. So that is also the one of the things that made me realize it was a toxic environment. And also another thing that really made me upset, there was this time I was really burnt. My hands, if I have that picture, I'm going to show you, my hands were burnt by the chemicals that we were using. And I consulted, I told my boss that I need gloves to work, and then they told me that gloves are expensive, I have to buy for myself. And I'm like, when I came here, the rules and regulation were the uniform and the gloves and everything and the gumboots they're supposed to provide. Why are you telling me that I have to buy it for myself? So I was angry at that point, and that started traumatizing me, staying hungry, not going to hospital. So after I told my boss that my hands are burned and need gloves, and he told me that I can't provide, so I started feeling like this is really too much and I can't take it. So I would cry most of the time. Sometimes I'll find my things, sometimes you leave your bag in your changing box, and then you'll find that someone opened your changing box and you have the key. So it's obvious it is the management who are coming to open your box and see what is inside the box, which is, I don't think it is okay to go and search the belongings of someone. If you feel like you have something that you have lost, why not call that person and tell them, like, I want to search your box and see what is inside, instead of going on and searching their stuffs without even asking their permission for the name of like you pay them. It was not making sense. So being in that situation made me started losing it. At some point I felt like it got into a time like my boss wanted to beat me, because ilifika mahali now I couldn't take it anymore. I was at the point where I was like, now it is the high time, like I have to leave this job. Like nimefika mahali nataka kuachana na hii kazi, hii mambo imekuwa ngumu sana. And I started now facing my fear, fearing them. Kama sijakula, I will tell them I'm not going to work without food. And then immediately they will get me ordered food and I will eat. Before, I used to give me Pepsi. How do you take Pepsi for lunch? And then for dinner, so how do you survive even without going to hospital? You are sick and you can't go to hospital. They are giving you Panadol. How do you survive in a place where the boss does not appreciate your work? Hakuna hata siku moja anaona kazi umefanya vizuri. Akikulipa ana complain all the time. So I started now discovering myself and telling myself, I'm not going to allow this boss to treat me this way. Because it was at a point like I was feeling like I can do something bad. If you ever find yourself like you're in a situation, mtu amekukosea to a point like you want to do something bad to them, just know you are losing it. You are losing it, and you are out of the line, and you don't need to go to prison because of someone. Why don't you leave? And that is when I started, facing my fears and telling them, if they tell me to do this and I'm not feeling well, I'm like, I'm not feeling well. Today is my off day. I'm sorry, I can't work. This is my off day. If you pay me my salary and complain that it is too much, I ask you, what I'm doing is more than what you are paying me. So I started facing them and telling them, this is what I deserve and this is where I should be. So that made them angry, and it got a time and they fired me. And it was okay, because I already one of the workers that was working there told me they are planning to fire you, and I was like, it is what it is. So I started saving up for myself, and after I left that job, guess what, God opened other doors for me. And I would say after I left that place, I started experiencing, I would have nightmares, I would have bad dreams. I had this bitterness in me, like they really used me. I worked so much for them and they never appreciated me. But all in one, I just moved on and I told God, God, you know my heart. You know I did my best to work for them, but they never appreciated me. So many people left that place. I think it was only one lady who remained where we were working. She worked there, she continued to work there, and she's still working there. But to me, I couldn't take it anymore, because it really took me almost 2 years to heal from that, from everything. To heal is okay, lele, the bad things they will tell you. How will someone call you stupid? How will someone call you ugly? How will someone call you all those things because they are paying you? So my point is, don't allow yourself to work in a toxic environment for the sake of money. Also, I remember and you cannot open a new door holding old luggages. You have to let go of your past so that you can enter into the next chapter in your life. God lifted me up. I'm now living. I'm not earning that much as I used to earn in that place, but again, I have peace and I'm really happy with what I have, and the fact that I'm peaceful, that is what matters. So don't work in a toxic environment. Don't have toxic friends. Don't be in a toxic relationship for the sake that no one knows tomorrow. Of course, today ni Tuesday, kesho ni Wednesday. You don't need to know what the tomorrow holds. You only need to know what now in a hold. Because if you die in that environment, like it is toxic, if you are in a toxic relationship and that person amekustress to a point that umekufa, if you die, that person tomorrow will marry someone else. If you are working in a toxic environment and tomorrow hiyo kazi umevutwa, the other day they will hire another person, what about your family? They will not survive it. So what I'm saying, don't allow yourself to be in a toxic environment for the sake of, because of the money or because of what tomorrow holds. Tomorrow is another day and today is another day. So thank you so much, you guys, for watching. If you have come across a toxic situation, just go on the comment section, tell me about it. And this working in a toxic environment has been so common, so I believe like you have something to say. Thank you so much. Don't forget to like, comment and share. And also, I love you guys. So until next time, this has been Life Series with Maris. Bye bye.